Wake up, Mr. Lazy.
What? Mr. Smarty.
Have you heard about the 5 S's?
Do you mean sleeping 5 times a day?
Of course not. 5 S's stands for sort, set in order, shine, standardize and sustain.
So, no sleeping at all?
Stand up and let us put some order to this messy place.
So, how shall we start?
We will start with the first S, that stands for sort. In the sort process, we will go through all the items around here and identify what is really needed and what belongs here. All unneeded items should be scrapped or moved away.
What if I am not sure if an item is needed or not?
The catchphrase here is, if in doubt, move it out.
All right then, let us sort. I have finished sorting all items. Can I go to sleep now?
Good job, Mr. Lazy. But what is this cartoon box for?
This is my chair and I need it.
No, Mr. Lazy, we will get you a chair. Use tools and items for their intended purposes.
All right.
I hate sorting.
My lovely chair is gone. What is next?
I will call the rest of the team to help in the second S, which stands for set in order. A place for everything and everything in its place is simply what the second S is all about.
I agree. How can we make sure that the items will stay in their places, Mr. Smarty?
Well, Mr. Clumsy, we will use visual aids for that.
I agree. But what do you mean by visual aids?
I hate visual aids.
Scientists discovered that 83% of effective information reception of human occurs through seeing things. And visual aids are communication tools, used to tell us at a glance how work should be done. Examples of visual aids include signs, color codes to distinguish things, marked areas, posters, etc. Traffic light colors are a good example of visual aids, and they tell us at a glance when we are supposed to stop or move. Isn't it?
I agree, Mr. Smarty. This means that we have to mark areas and places for everything and every item.
Absolutely. Mr. Clumsy. Just remember the following when you implement the second S. Items that are used frequently should be organized and made accessible and kept close to where it is used, while rarely used items should be organized and kept away to manage the space allocation.
I agree, Mr. Smarty. Let us start.
Hello again, gentlemen. The team has done a great job in the set in order process, as you could see. We have marked areas with different colors to communicate the new system. For example, equipment and tools are marked with blue floor lines. Pedestrians' lines are clearly marked in black and yellow. Raw materials have been given green marked areas. Yellow areas are for products that need to be recycled, while red marked areas are for rejected products. A place for everything, and everything in its place. Even tools have been organized and kept close to where they are used. You don't need to search anymore for forms, as they are kept now, in one allocated area. And finally, Mr. Lazy has got a new chair, which has been given an area too. I think it is time now to teach the guys the third S, which stands for shine. The shine step is not only about cleaning the workplace. The main principle about this process is to clean to inspect. In other words, it is about eliminating the source of dirt, or establishing preventive measures while aligning the efforts of the team members to produce ongoing cleanliness. It is very hard for anyone to inspect a dirty machine, as dirt usually prevents you from seeing what lies behind. Preventing food and drinks inside production areas, for example, will prevent contamination and insects outbreak. So guys, how did you find the implementation of the first 3 S's?
It was really great, Mr. Smarty, the area look more neat now.
That's cool.
I hate to admit, but the chain overtakes me less time now as I can easily find my tools and parts.
Indeed. This is one of the great advantages of the system.
It was tiring at the beginning, but now it is much easier to perform my job. Add that I have a new good chair, now.
Once we make these practices a routine, items and dirt will not accumulate, and it won't be tiring at all to conduct 5Ss.
We agree, Mr. Smarty. But how can we make these a routine?
Good question, Mr. Clumsy. And the answer is in the implementation of the remaining 2 S's. For example, in the standardized process, we will have to make these processes easy to follow by everybody. Anyone can see and recognize what needs to be done.
Can you explain more, Mr. Smarty?
Sure. In this step, we need to assign roles and responsibilities to individuals. We will also communicate the procedures and rules we have created in the previous steps.
You mean, using signs, boards and visual aids to communicate effectively?
Exactly. Mr. Lazy. Please put in mind that after we finish from the production hall, we need to put some order to this messy room as well. Last but not least, is to sustain all what we have done, through training new employees, conducting continuous audits, and generation of 5S's checklists.
Thank you.